you could cook this in an air fryer. Should you? When was the last time we tested out some good air fryer recipes? I feel like it's been forever. And I felt like, given that it is November, it feels seasonally appropriate to sit down now and test them out. Today's video is sponsored by a company that I have personally purchased a lot through, and that is Blue Land. Huge fan of their hand soaps. I talk about it every single time I have them in all my bathrooms. So I was very excited. Those are almost dropping on the floor. When they came out with this like holiday tin type thing, it was so cute. I'm not gonna lie to you, I did open it to see it. It's really cute. It's inspired by a box of chocolates. So inside here, you get 12 seasonal scents, a hand soap dispenser, because everyone needs another one of those. And you can see in here, oh my gosh, your own ornament. That's adorable. But they have a couple in here from the summer, which I recognize and love. And then a bunch of one, ooh, I haven't tried some of these. Toasted vanilla. That sounds phenomenal. And then a product that is a little bit more new to me that I've been testing out is their dishwasher tabs. I have to show you their dishwasher tabs. Because if you can't tell, we cook a lot here, especially with all of the Christmas videos coming up. And with cooking, unfortunately, comes a lot of dishes. So obviously you're gonna want a dishwasher tab that's going to work. It looks like this. It doesn't have any like plastic or anything on it. Actually, all of their tablet packaging is all fully compostable. They don't use any single-use plastics in anything, but you just put this into the dispenser. You don't need a rinse aid or anything, and it cleans all my dishes. It cleans on all the stuck-on stuff too. It has a very like a spring scent. It's like it's scented though, so just so you know. I personally really like it. I don't think I've ever had a dishwasher tablet that has a scent to it before, so that's nice. And then if you're new to their hand soaps, basically I feel like I'm hiding. Hello. I'll show you. It's really easy. You just fill to the line with hot or warm water. I personally prefer a little bit on the hotter side. Then you put in the tablet, you wait for it to fully dissolve. You don't have to like stir it or anything, and then you just put the pump on, you're good to go. What I do is I buy all of their tablets in bulk because I save more that way. Click the link down below for 15% off your first kit or the hand soap. Cannot tell you how excited I am about this tin. I hope you love them as much as I do. Big thanks to Blue Land for sponsoring this video, and let's dive into some air fryer recipes. The first one is like a play on a classic. When you think of air fryer, you think of French fries. Yes, that's what I love using an air fryer for. I wonder how many people, if you were like in your head, you had chicken or so. I want to know. Let me know what your first like instinct gut reaction was. So this is like a play on a French fry, and that is making air fry gnocchi. I thought that was cool because I mean it's potato, and I think this would be a lot better than, what was the other thing I did? I think I air fried pasta. Cooked pasta, air fried it to make it crispy. Don't do that. That was awful. But this I feel good about. This could be very tasty. So we're gonna put it to test in an air fryer. And I can't show you that because it's going in a different video. The air fryer. I mean, if you've been here before, you've already seen it. I will link it. So I will, at the end of this, show you the final result. But I'm gonna save the like testing of that air fryer for that video. I want to put it in here so badly, but I'm not. I'm gonna save it for the other video. But we are gonna prepare it. We're gonna get it ready. I hope it's good. I haven't filmed it yet, but it's already up, which is weird if you think about it. Like, I don't know if it's gonna work, but you do. So technically at this point, you want to be preheating your air fryer. Sometimes I do videos like this where I like test things in one video and I put it in another video, but I'm still doing the recipe in one video, and it's a little bit of like mental gymnastics. It's like I need to preheat it, but you can't see me preheat this. Hold, I'm gonna preheat it. I'm gonna preheat it over there, hang on. Haha, you guys all knew this. It doesn't need to preheat. This is great, this is great. We're gonna put the gnocchi in here. This is fresh gnocchi. We need a bunch of spices. All right, we need 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. It's not an exact, at least I don't think it needs to be. A teaspoon of paprika and a teaspoon of oregano flakes, the dried stuff. And we need 1/2 teaspoon of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. Excellent. 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and then we mix. Smells really good. All right, that feels good. So I'm gonna pop this into the air fryer. It needs to be in a 400-degree air fryer for, I think, 7 minutes? Yeah, 7 minutes, and then you give it a shake, and then 7 more minutes. So I'll be back. Okay, so while that is still cooking, it's looking really promising so far. I also have the other 2 air fryers. I had to borrow Lowe's. 2 air fryers in the basement, preheating. So we're gonna go on to preparing the next one, and that is banana bread baked oatmeal. So that sounds delicious, first of all. And then I looked at it and it almost looks like banana bread. Like it looks really good. And that feels to me very wintry and cozy, like a nice Sunday morning kind of a breakfast. So we're gonna try it. What do we need? Brown sugar, rolled oats, baking powder. Can only do 3 ingredients at a time apparently. I took a guess that it probably also needs baking powder and soda. Was I wrong? Oh, dang it, I was wrong. Doesn't need baking soda. Fine, fine. Cinnamon and nutmeg. Where is the nutmeg? Don't worry about it, everyone, I found it. This is why I do all of this in advance. I did get the bananas ready though, which you don't need to see because it's gross. Milk, vanilla and chocolate chips, and 1 egg. And then I got my eggs, which I had to get from the basement, and my air fryer stuff is done. So I'm gonna show you. I'm like carefully taking them, or some of them out. Look at these. Oh my gosh, you need to experience these bad boys. They're like crispy, crispy, crispy. They look and smell delicious. I will say that. I beg your finest pardon. These are so good. The thing about the spice mix, I'm not a fan of whatever spices are on here. I say that as if I didn't do that. Need more salt. That did nothing, but whatever. Or like a seasoning salt, that's what it needs. Seasoning salt. I don't know if it's gonna stick to it, but. Okay, notes. I feel it's too much paprika. I'm not as big a fan. Like I think the oregano's fine. It just felt like too much. The paprika adds a smokiness, but it's almost too much and almost makes it mildly spicy, but not in a spicy way, if that makes sense. So I would maybe add chili powder or something instead, or like a crispy chili dipping sauce or something, and then seasoning salt for sure. Those are really good. 10 out of 10. Absolutely. Hands down, you need to make this. It's so good. All right, I properly organized all these ingredients. And I brought in Francesca, because in the video that I watched, she just did it all into the air fryer bucket thing. But I'm preheating mine, and so, I don't know, I didn't really wanna be mashing, whisking stuff in a really hot pot thing. I don't know. Maybe if I got really good at the recipe, it'd be like super easy, but I didn't wanna do that. And I mean, this is pretty straightforward. I'm going to read off what I'm putting in, and that's what I'm gonna be doing. Starting with 2 cups of old-fashioned rolled oats, 1/4 cup of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and then 1/2 teaspoon each of nutmeg, cinnamon, and salt. 2 cups of milk, a teaspoon of vanilla, 1 large egg, 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter melted, and then 3 very ripe bananas. Then we're gonna mix this together. Splashed me. All right, this looks very soupy. I used bananas that were frozen because it's banana bread oatmeal, but they weren't overripe bananas when I froze them, so I felt okay about it, but maybe I had to use fresh bananas. I don't know. We're gonna try it. There's nothing I can do about it now. This needs to go into a 350 Fahrenheit air fryer for 35 minutes. We'll see what happens. All right, the next one that I saw, this is supposed to make salmon taste phenomenal. Let's just make it really juicy and delicious. And it's made in the air fryer. So I thought we would try it. This is supposed to be a hack to making it super delicious. Because I don't know about you, but salmon to me, it either comes out really dry or super undercooked. I can't get it in between. It is really hard to cook. So I have some salmon, I have my air fryer, and I have my mayo. So let's doctor this up. Just gonna give it a little patty pat dry. And then onto this mayo. Now I've seen a bunch of different ways in which people do this. Sriracha mayo, regular mayo, Kewpie mayo, like there's a lot of different options that you could do. Ooh, I wonder, Christopher, should I do regular mayo or should I mix in sriracha?
Myself, I put sriracha on
after?
After.
All right, I can do that. And it's just basically, oh geez, slathering it on and then brush it so it's all evenly coated, and then salt and pepper. And then it's gonna go into the air fryer, 400 degrees Fahrenheit, 200 Celsius, in case you are making the conversion, because I had to. For between, like, I've seen so many different ways to do this, and the recipe that I found was tasty. Girl, your website is so hard to navigate, and I couldn't find the recipe. I couldn't find it. But in the comments, a lot of people were saying 10 minutes, some people were saying 7 minutes, somewhere in between. So I'm gonna go with like 8, something like that. And we're gonna stick it in the air fryer and we're gonna see if it works. Is this gonna make juicy, delicious salmon? Only time will tell. All right, I've assessed the air fryer itself, as you can see. It overcooked a little bit. I put it in for 7 minutes, for those asking. It said for 10, and I was like, But I haven't tested it yet in terms of flavor. But again, it is a little bit, like, personally, this is the level of cookedness that I like. I don't want it to be undercooked unless it's like a sashimi, you know? Like, I want it cold and raw, or I want it to be cooked through. It's too overcooked for me. That's saying something. And it just tastes like salmon with mayo on top. And I know that's what it is, but it didn't do a good job in terms of insulating it to keep it nice and moist. Again, you can always mess with the amount of timing and temperatures and stuff like that for sure. But I was kind of hoping that it would almost create this nice shell, this nice creamy layer, but it just tastes like warm mayo and salmon. And I know that's what it is. I don't know if I was expecting too much of this, but it looked really good in the video, and this isn't it. It isn't it. Christopher, you tried it. What were your thoughts?
Yeah, not great.
Didn't love it. Didn't love it either. Yeah. Yeah, you deadpanned it really well in the other video though. I mean, I'm still gonna eat it, but like, now I'm sad about it. I'm just gonna mix it up and I'm gonna turn it into like a pasta or something, but like still, I don't know. The sriracha mayo, or you did like, I saw some people did like a miso mayo thing. Maybe that'd be good and just needs more flavor, but if you have any tips, let me know. All right, this next one we gotta act fast because I just preheated this and I don't want it to cool down too much. We're basically making this egg thing that I saw on Instagram. And I thought I had the right size of tortilla, and I did not. I did not have it, and that's okay. I had to make it myself. If you think that this is not going directly into an air fryer cut up as chips, you would be crazy. That's where that's going. And then onto this, we need to put a ring of cheese, as all good recipes start. If it says ring of cheese, you know it's gonna be a good one. That looks good to me, hopefully, because in the middle, we're putting an egg. Crack my egg in here, which will hopefully make it easier to get it in here. Oh my gosh, I did it. I did it. Okay, now we're gonna put on some crispy cooked bacon. Yeah, all right, and then a little pepper, a little salt, and then this is gonna go into 350 air fryer for 3 minutes. Does not need a lot of salt. Okay, off I go. This took a lot longer than the 3 promised minutes. And I don't know if you can see that. I'm gonna try and make this brighter, maybe? I don't know. It is very cooked on the outside, and it wasn't cooked at all for the first 5 minutes that I tried to cook this thing. So maybe it needed to be a higher temperature than what this person recommended. I don't know. Ooh. There we go. And in case you're wondering, we're still trying to get that banana bread oatmeal thing to set. It has been 55 minutes now. This day is not working out the way I expected it to. But nevertheless, let us cut into it. It's a lot more runny than I thought it was gonna be. That's why I did it on a cutting board. But apparently I was wrong because that's just today. Like, no, okay. The white of the egg underneath that's sitting on top of the tortilla is still milky. It's not cooked through. So now I'm speculating that maybe it's the type of air fryer I have and the type of air circulation, because I think the girl that did this recipe had one of the square ones, and maybe because mine is round and it has the holes, you know, the holes. It's been such a long day. And the square ones don't have the holes. So I'm wondering if maybe that has something to do with it in terms of the evenness and the air circulation, and that's my only hypothesis, because I can't understand, like, that should work, right? That's awesome. Love that for me. Maybe there's a part over here that isn't. Oh, no, that's all uncooked egg whites. Awesome. Wish they had instruction manuals for the type of air fryer that will do different recipes, but learn from my errors and also read the comments, because I'm sure many of you have some suggestions, which I appreciate. So, still waiting on that banana bread oatmeal. Can't wait today. Gnocchi though, was fire. Okay, this thing took forever to cook. And you can't even see it. Can you see it in there? I had to increase the ISO to like 4,000 in order for you to be able to see this. So now you've seen it, and now I can reduce it again because that's crazy. So this is having a time trying to set up properly, because that's, of course, the name of the game today. We are gonna try it though, of course. You know when sometimes you come across recipes and you're like, you could cook this in an air fryer, but then your second question should always be, should you? Could it be air fried? Yeah. But would it be better on the stove? I don't know, probably. Baked in the oven? Again, I'm just following the directions, and maybe they had a different type of air fryer. Maybe I don't know, I did something. Who's to say? Oh, and I forgot to tell you that I put on top, the other ingredient was chocolate chips. You have to put the chocolate chips on top. So that's what I did. Now we're gonna test it out. Okay, I feel like I have to wrap my brain around what this is, because it smells like banana bread and it's crispy on the outside like banana bread, but the inside is entirely oatmeal. The flavor is lovely. I do like the flavor. It took forever, again, in the air fryer. Maybe it's better in the stove, or in the stove. The oven, and then it'll like crisp up better or cook more evenly. I don't know. I would be curious if my kids would enjoy this or not, because they do like oatmeal, not all the time, but they're willing to participate. So maybe they would like it as well. I wonder if you added in some like protein powder or something too, make it a little bit more filling. I don't know. It's worth exploring though. Just maybe not in an air fryer. I don't know why this is always a trend with air fryer recipes. It's like, it's good, but maybe not in an air fryer. But let me know if you've tried any of these recipes before, or if there are any other ones that we should try out next time. Give this video a thumbs up and check out the full playlist for all of the different air fryer recipes that we've done. Big thanks to Blue Land for sponsoring today's video. I hope you guys are having an absolutely fantastic day, and I will see you guys all in the next one.